Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining. So before we get into the video, I just wanted to quickly just say a few things. I just want to firstly apologise for not being active on the channel over the course of July. I haven't been really well. For about 3 weeks I was suffering from a migraine. I couldn't get on top of it. The doctors really weren't sure what was going on either. And it turns out it was to do with my medication that I'm on due to my eczema. So I had to come off that to see if it helped, and it did. But the downside to that is then I was having a flare up with my eczema. So yeah, it was just a bit of a whirlwind, but I'm starting to sort of get back to myself, and I've been up to the hospital, and yeah, I'm doing all right, but it was just a lot. And then I had my room was getting redecorated. I was like getting new paint on the walls and switching things about. And yeah, I just didn't have the time to just sit and do a video. I just wasn't really feeling up to it, if I'm honest. I wasn't even really up to colouring. I think I've done about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done 7 pages this month, so I wanted to show them in a video. But yeah, I know it's not a lot, but it's something. And I really enjoyed what I coloured, and all of these pages I coloured within the last week of July. So I was kind of thinking, you know, if I'd coloured from the start, I could have had a good 15, 16 pages done, but it's fine. I'm glad what I coloured, and I'm happy with the majority of the pages. So yeah, today's video will be July's completed pages, which I know is everyone's favourite end of the month video, which is mine. So I just wanted to come and show you guys what I coloured in July. But I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you've had a good July, and hopefully you'll have an even better August. But yeah, we'll just get into it. So the first book that I coloured from was the 50 dragon themed miniatures by Camille Angel Kova, and this was a new book that I got, and I coloured this one. I enjoyed the colouring aspect of it, but I wasn't too keen on how it turned out. I didn't like the darker bit around the dragon or the bit on the ice cream. It just looks weird, but it's a page done. This isn't my favourite Camellia book by any means, but I'm still glad to have it in the collection. So what me and Kate do is, you know, every time a new miniatures book is released, I'll buy it, and then the next time the next book comes out, Kate will buy it. So that's sort of how we work it. So on this one I used Ohuhu alcohol markers and Jelly Roll Moonlight for the spots on the dragon. Yeah, this didn't take long at all. But yeah, I've still got 49 other pages in here to colour, so I'm not going to dwell on it too much. But yeah, that was that one. The next book that I coloured from was the Dark Fantasy colouring book by Jade, and this was a buddy colour with a lady called Leslie. She commented on one of my videos and asked if I'd like to buddy colour with her, and I said yes. I kept putting her off with this page just because I wasn't feeling well. And Leslie completed hers and sent me it through email. But I'm not too sure how to put it in the video. So Leslie, I really apologise for that. I'm just not really up to date with that. On how to like do stuff like that yet. But her page turned out really nice. I really love the colour she used. And the page we done was this one, the Jester. And this is a grayscale book, which is really nice. So I don't feel the need to go in with darker marker or, you know, anything like that. I just like to do it straight colour, and this is the second page that I've done in the book. That was the first one. But looking back at it, I'm like, oh, maybe it would be nice to go with a darker marker and see how it looks then, but I'm going to leave it. I might try it on a different page, because if I do it and I don't like it, I'll be really angry, so I think I'm just going to leave it. But yeah, this really enjoyed this page. I really like how it turned out. It kind of reminds me of Ronald McDonald. But yeah, this is a great bit. This is right up my street. I love anything spooky, scary, Halloweeny. That is just my go-to. I love stuff like that. You know, I love fantasy. I love creatures, just anything like that, and it's right up my street. So I'm really glad to have this book. So that was that one. The third page that I coloured was the 50 Dessert Theme Miniatures by Camila Injalkova, and I coloured this one. And this was a buddy colour with Kate, my partner, and her youngest daughter Emmy. We do this as like a project book, but me and Emmy both got a second copy of the book just because we didn't like some of the pages in the first copy. But there are some pages that I really like, so I've kept my first copy. So what I'm thinking of doing is taking the book apart and taking the pages out from each book and putting it into a folder, just so I've got those pages that I like. But this was just straight up alcohol marker, some darker marker around these bits on the flowers, the leaves and the wings, and a Jelly Roll Moonlight for some highlights on the, I guess it's honey, for the cake. And I really like how this turned out. I really enjoyed this page. So yeah, this is my second copy, and this is the first page that I done, but I don't like this one. So I've still got this page in my first copy, so I can redo it. But yeah, I didn't like that one. But yeah, this is probably in my top 3 of favourites of Camelia's books. I absolutely love her books. They're just brilliant. They're so cute and just simple and easy, and you could just have a great time with them. I really like this page, but Emmy and Kate aren't keen on this page at all. So it looks like I'll be doing this one alone, which is fine. But yeah, that was the buddy colour for July. The fourth page that I coloured was from the Jade Summer Colour by Number Cats, and I coloured the first page in the book, which was this one. Again, this was just straight up alcohol marker. Again, this was an untouched book for a while, and so I did have the Jade Summer Colour by Number Animals, but I completed that book, and you'll find that video on the channel if you guys want to check that out. And I just done that book in order, so I think that's what I'm going to do with this one, and just go in order. Yeah, really cute book, so hopefully I can get this one finished by the end of the year. But yeah, I just really sat and enjoyed colouring this. Quite therapeutic. So that is that one. The fifth book that I coloured in was the 100 Dinosaurs Colour by Number. I'm not sure who this is by. Oh, Sunlight Drawn. I've got the 100 animals as well, but I've coloured quite a few in that one, so I wanted to get a few more in the dinosaurs done. And again, with those two books, I do this in order. So this was the page that I done, and it's the Alamosaurus. I have not heard of that dinosaur, and I do like dinosaurs. I love like Jurassic Park and all that kind of stuff, but I've never heard of this one. But yeah, this was just straight up alcohol marker. Didn't take very long, and it was really relaxing, and I really enjoyed how it turned out. So yeah, we're just going to go in order with this one. I don't know, I just like it for some reason in these types of books, you know, just going in order. I think it'll look really good when it's all completed. And this was the first one that I coloured. So that was that one. The sixth book that I coloured from was the Joshua Dunbar Easy Summer, and I coloured this one. And this was just, again, alcohol marker, which is my favourite thing to use, and then I went around with darker just to make it pop a wee bit more. And yeah, I'm happy how it turned out. The only thing I wish I hadn't done was the letter, the first bit on the badge. I wish I'd went in with like a gold or silver pen, but that's okay. And I was sat in bed while I'd done this, and I had the fan blowing at me, and as I let the paperweight go, the page flew up and hit my pen, and it marked it here and here as well. But it's okay, it didn't affect the actual image, so it's fine. But this is a really cute book. Nice and simple, sort of like grayscale. I've got the autumn and spring of these books as well, but I think the autumn is my favourite out of the three, because that's my favourite season as well. But yeah, I thought I'd get a summary page done. I don't know how this is summer, but it was in the book, so I coloured it. But yeah, this is really cute. Really nice book. So that was Easy Summer by Joshua Dunbar. Then the final page that I coloured was from the Disney Mosaics Art Therapy 60 Coloriage Anti-Stress colouring book. And this is a project book with Kate, and we are getting some pages done in this book. And the page that we chose for July was this one. And this is Merlin from the Sword in the Stone. Great film, by the way. If you haven't seen it, definitely check that out. But this was just straight up alcohol marker and then some Jelly Roll Moonlight to make it look like magic around the sides. And I really enjoyed how this turned out. Really proud of this one. It just shows what markers can do. But yeah, we're certainly getting some pages done in this book. We've done Pooh and Hey Hey, we've done The Lion King, we've done Robin Hood. This was my favourite, but I think Merlin might have just hit him to the post. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favourites out of the Disney books. So yeah, and that was that one. So that is it for the month of July. So again, thank you all for watching. Like I say in every video, all your comments, subscribing, likes, it doesn't go unmissed. So again, thank you everybody, I really do appreciate it. I will try and get some videos out in August. I am going down to Kate's next week for a week or two, so if I do any videos, it will be from her house, which will be fun. And I'm sure there'll be lots of colouring while I'm down there. So yeah, so thank you all again, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I shall see you guys in the next one.